So this former police worker was accidentally paid 1 million euros or $1.2 million into her account, and then she went on a beyond stupid spending spree. Okay, so let's get right into it. So, a police worker was arrested after going on a huge spending spree after she mistakenly was transferred 1 million euros in a shocking accounting blunder. Former emergency dispatcher Kellyanne Spadoni thought she had hit the jackpot after finance company Charles Schwab deposited the hefty sum instead of the $70 she was owed. So right here you can actually see Charles Schwab sent 1,205,612.01, right? Now, the funny thing is, they sent this on 02/24/21, right? And on 02/24/21, the very same day, right? She was able to transfer that money into a different account. So they tried to get the money back, but they couldn't because there was no cash available. So staff quickly noticed the error last February, but their attempts to stop or reclaim the 1.2 million lump sum were blocked. After noticing the vast funds in her brokerage account, Spadoni, who worked for Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office in Louisiana at the time, had already moved the money to another account. She then set out splashing stacks of cash on a house and a new car, a Hyundai Genesis, which can cost more than 60,000 euros brand new. But authorities soon caught up with Spadoni, and she was arrested and charged with theft valued over 25,000, bank fraud, and transmission of monetary funds. Speaking at the time, Sheriff's Office spokesman Jason Rivard said she has no legal claim to the money. Even if it was put in there by mistake, it was an accounting error. And Spadoni, 33 at the time, was immediately fired from her job at the 911 center where she had worked for more than 4 years. And Jefferson Parish District Attorney's Office told the Sun online charges against Spadoni have since been dropped. Now that's interesting that they have been dropped. But she is still paying the price for her splurge as she completes an adult diversion program. And spokesman Paul Propos said a charge of theft in the amount of $25,000 or greater was dismissed on April 18, 2022, after Ms. Bodney successfully enrolled in this office's adult diversion program. And she is currently in the program. And Charles Schwab confirmed to the Sun that most of the mistaken transfer was eventually returned. And spokesman Pete Greenlee said, "We are grateful to the authorities who were able to recover most of the assets that the defendant unlawfully acquired." As was widely reported, the Jefferson Parish District Attorney's Office in the state of Louisiana filed charges at the time. It comes after a mom was stunned to find 6 million euros in her bank account before splurging the lot on a luxury home and helping out her family. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. And here's the thing, right? So she actually got off pretty easy. Mainly, I think, due to the state that she lived in and like the rules on this type of thing. Because this could have easily ended very badly for her to where she would probably not be able to find like a really decent job anymore. But also, the fact that she was able to actually give back the majority of the money is actually a pretty amazing thing, right? But see, what's interesting though, because in a previous thing we covered like a couple that literally just spent like $120,000 and all that kind of stuff that they mistakenly got. What's interesting about her and how she spent the money, right, is that she mainly bought a house and a car, right? Which isn't really that bad of like spending money, right? Like that's not necessarily a bad spending habit. So comparatively, she's probably going to do long term okay financially in terms of just like managing her money because she knows the most important thing is basically like a good house and a decent car to like live a pretty good life compared to the other people that like spent 120,000 on basically useless items, right? But what's interesting about this is that one, she basically got like a slap on the wrist. She basically didn't really have anything done to her, but she lost her job that she had for 4 years because of this. So where else is she going to work? And how much money is she going to be able to make? Right? Because that gets into a situation where, like, okay, I mean, in terms of like your character, what kind of character do you have? Right? But the thing is, maybe some people may not even ever recognize her. Some people may not even really ever find out that she did this, which is a very real possibility. But I think the best option for her to basically get her life back on track and start making good money and all that kind of stuff, she probably needs to go more so towards sales, something like that. Because I mean, she's good at managing money in a sense, roughly speaking, based off what I'm seeing here. She's roughly good at spending money or managing money in a sense. I mean, she was able to transfer that funds pretty darn quickly, literally the same day, which is kind of hilarious. But I think if she were to find a way to make more money, she would not really be tempted to do something like this, or she, at the very least, wouldn't really have a need or a desire to do it. Now, she might still, because she might just be greedy and stuff, right? But I feel like a lot of problems in life can be solved by simply making more money, right? I mean, you might be living like paycheck to paycheck, but if you're able to bump up your income by like $1,000 per month, you're probably going to feel a lot better about your situation. Heck, even like an extra $500 per month might make you feel better about your situation. It's just something to really think about because a lot of people try to overcomplicate a lot of things. A lot of people try to get into like really weird, like get rich quick stuff, which is also the same type of mindset that allows people to like splurge money that's not actually theirs because they think, oh, I'm just lucky and won 1.2 million randomly. Like people have that type of mindset, like of just trying to get rich super quick. But if you simply just made a decent amount of money, like an okay amount of money, kept your expenses low, and just invested some of your spare cash into like an index fund and also real estate, like your house, you're going to be financially okay. You're going to be doing pretty well. Like you don't have to really overcomplicate anything. So